So I just found a new low content niche where one book is doing over $18,000 per month. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this book became so successful and how you guys can replicate it so you can start making money on Amazon KDP as well. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Sean and I've made well over 7 figures from my own Amazon KDP business. And in this channel, I basically share with you what I'm learning from my own Amazon KDP business. So if you want no BS publishing advice from someone who's actually doing it, then make sure to subscribe. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. The book that we are looking at is this one, Monthly Bill Payment Checklist, which is a bill tracker notebook with 4-year guide for families and money managers with 960 billing records included. So this book has only 17 reviews and it has horrible review ratio at 3.2, and yet it is selling at 327 BSR, making between $343 to $612 every single day in royalties, which means this one book is doing around $18,000 per month on the high end. Even on the low end, it's doing $10,000 per month, okay? And I can see this data because I have this tool called BookBeam. You do have to pay for a little bit, but it is a very useful keyword research tool. If you guys want to check it out, the link is below this video. Now, this book has been around for 7 months, and with BookBeam, I can also see the historical sales and price history. So if I change this to 1 year, you can see that this book started off slow, but then all of a sudden it started picking up, and over time it just kept lowering its BSR, and now it is hovering between, at one point it was below 100 BSR, doing maybe $20,000-$30,000 a month, and now it is around 327. So the sales are slowly dropping, and the reason why most likely is because of the reviews. It has bad reviews, and because of that, I don't see this book sustaining this really good sales for a long period of time. However, this is an amazing news for you guys who's watching this, because if you can come into this niche, which we will see that it's super profitable, and actually make a good book that gets positive reviews, then you can basically replace this book as a #1 bestseller in this. Because when I look up Monthly Bill Payment Checklist, these are the results that I'm seeing. So this is the book that we just checked out, right? Doing extremely well. But there's another book that's also doing extremely well, making $681 every single day. And these are low content books, right? So you just create the interior, duplicate the pages 100 times or whatever, and that is the book, which is very easy. And all these other books are also crushing it as well. So 10,000 BSR, $15 a day with 15 reviews. This one is doing $17 a day with 32 reviews, and so on and so forth. A lot of these books on page 1 is doing really well. Even this one, 0 reviews, $17 a day in royalties, bill payment tracker notebook. So I honestly don't know what it is about the monthly bill payment checklist niche, but for whatever reason, it's selling really well right now. So if you go back to this book right here, when you're trying to analyze your competition to see how you should make your book, all you have to do is check out your best-selling competition and look at their data here, right? You get information from just looking at their product page. So this book is selling at $7.99, and it seems like that is the average price for this niche. This book has 128 pages, right? Designed for easy savings and tracking. It is 8 by 10 inches, right? So it's large and readable size. So if you're trying to create your own version of this book, you should probably model a successful book, right? I'm not saying to just rip off everything, but take the good parts, like, the big trim size, the 128 pages, or, around that page length, right? And just by reading the product page, you get those information. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, it says frequently bought together, and people who buy this book is also buying other bill tracker notebook as well as a cleaning schedule and checklist book. So maybe business owners, right, want to buy a bill tracker, but also cleaning schedule checklist, which is very interesting. That is another book idea for you in the future. But the point is, people seem to buy multiple of these books on the same topic, which is good news for you because a lot of people can win in the same niche. And if we scroll down a little bit more, we can see their A+ content. This is what they have. It is basically a 4-in-1 tracker. So income and expenses, bill payments, debt payoffs, savings challenges for up to 48 months. So if you're trying to make the same thing, you probably want, just as much value, meaning that don't just copy and have something worse, like maybe just offering one of these 4, have something better or at least equal, right? So you probably want the same thing, if not more. Maybe longer than 48 months so that it's better value for the customer. Now, the next block shows the actual interior pages. So this is a good sample for you to go and model from, and also some other pages that you can see right here. So one of the bigger questions we should be asking is, why is this book getting really bad reviews, right? Why is it 3.2 average? To identify that, all we have to do is scroll down and actually read the reviews. So reading the reviews, you can tell, like this one, it says not spiral bound. The cover made it look like it is a spiral bound notebook, but it is not, right? Same as this one right here, not spiral bound, scam. So a lot of people felt like they're getting scammed because they thought it was a spiral bound book. Why are they thinking that it is a spiral bound book? Well, it is because the publisher did this thing on the spine section, making it look like it is a spiral bound book, but it's not, right? So that's kind of tricking the customer, and you don't want to do this. So you have two ways of going around this. Number one is just don't make it seem like it is a spiral bound book, right? You can just sell it as a paperback, and a lot of people, I'm sure, will still buy. But if you really think spiral bound is the secret to selling all these copies, then there is actually a way to actually publish a spiral bound book on Amazon, which I'm going to show you later on. But before I show you how to do that, I want to show you another thing that is absolutely crazy about this book. And that is if I take the ASIN and go to Helium-10 Cerebro, which is a tool that I can actually analyze my competitors. So if I go and paste the ASIN that I just got, click on Get Keywords here, it gives me a lot of data on what keywords this book is ranking for and what keywords it's running Amazon ads to. So this is the book that we are analyzing, right? And you can see right here, keyword distribution. So it shows that it is ranking for a total of 516 keywords. Organic is 571. So I don't know why this is more than the total keywords, but what's important is here, paid keywords. So this is how many keywords this book is running Amazon ads to, and it shows 0. So that means that this book is not running any Amazon ads at all and still making $18,000 per month. This means that $18,000 per month in sales is pure profit, unless they're running ads in other ways like Facebook ads, Google ads, but it is very, very unlikely. So usually when publishers don't rely on Amazon ads, it's because they have social media presence. So instead of using ads, they use social media to push sales for their books. So I looked up this author name and I couldn't find any social media presence at all. They're not on Facebook, they're not on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, nowhere. They don't even have a website. So they have 0 social media presence. They're not running any Amazon ads, which means all the sales that they're making is all organic. And if you look up their author name on Amazon, it kind of proves my point because they have this book, once again, that's selling really well, but all the other books are in just a random, different keyword that they're just spamming these low content books, right? So they're basically like any other low content book publishers out there, and they got super lucky with this one book, right? That basically got blessed by the Amazon gods, ranked in the algorithm, and started making $15,000, $18,000 per month. And you hear these stories once in a while as well. Like, people are just taking massive action. They're not really doing anything special, but Amazon just blesses them and they just started making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per month overnight. So the biggest takeaway here really is to just keep taking action, because honestly, your next book could be blessed like this. You could get lucky and you can make a lot of money, and then you can ride that wave for a very, very long time. But obviously you don't want to rely on just luck. So let me show you how you can strategically come into this niche and start making money. The very first obvious thing you can do is to start marketing your book. So this author or this publisher is not doing any Amazon ads, not doing any social media. And yes, they got a little lucky with the algorithm so that they're getting a lot of organic sales, but that doesn't mean that you should also just rely on organic sales, right? If you can boost this with Amazon ads or social media, that is always a plus. So obviously you can start running Amazon ads and see if that works, see if you can push the book faster. But if you don't have the money for Amazon ads, you can also do social media marketing. So there's a lot of cases, examples of people succeeding on TikTok, especially making these kind of videos where they literally just order a copy of their book and they just flip through it on camera, showcasing it. So this is an example. Let's take a look. Just like that. And I understand this is a coloring book example, but you can apply the same concept in whatever book you have. So that was the marketing side of things, but in terms of the actual book production side, the number one reason why this book is getting negative reviews is because it's tricking customers into thinking it's spiral bound. So if you just avoid doing that, just make a good book, where people want these interiors, but also a book cover that does not trick them into thinking it's spiral bound. You can just sell it as a paperback and it can still sell. So in terms of creating these books, obviously you can create it yourself, or if you want to outsource it, Fiverr is the best place to do it. As an example, this service on Fiverr will design custom planner, calendar, journal, tracker. Basically, you can just tell them that you want a bill payment tracker, right? And they can create it for you. For $20, you can get 1 unique page, up to 10 repetitive pages, a cover design, and a source file. So you get the interior and the cover as well. If you want more than 1 unique pages, then you can check out different plans here. But if you look at the interior, it looks pretty nice, and this is pretty much all you need for a bill payment tracker. Same as this gig right here, they will design a low content KDP book interior for your journal or logbook. So you can check out their samples. If it looks good, you can go and order from here and test it out. But if you guys want to check out both of these gigs, I'll leave a link below this video. So with that Fiverr option, it's probably just going to cost you like $50 to make this book, which will save you a lot of time of making it. So if that is the option you want to go with, it's a great option. But if you want to save that money and just spend more time making these books yourself, you can actually make it yourself with Canva. So Canva is a free tool. All you have to do is go to templates, click over here to search template, and just search something like bill tracker. And just like that, you literally got 9,395 templates that you can customize from here. The number one biggest mistake people make is they just copy paste this template and upload it, which is not good. You always have to edit the template. So you have to go in here and customize the text, the images, designs, make it look unique, which takes a little bit of time, but it's completely free. So I showed you how to market the book. I showed you how to create these books, but there's one other way to really stand out from the competition, and that is to actually create a spiral bound book. But unfortunately on Amazon KDP, they only allow paperback or hardcover. They don't do spiral bound. So what are some options? Well, there's a website called Lulu where you actually can publish a lot more types of books. So on Lulu, you can do not only print books, but you can also do photo books, notebooks, wall calendar, comic books, magazines, cookbooks, and this is kind of where the spiral bound is happening here, and also yearbook, ebook, and whatnot. So just a disclaimer that I personally never used Lulu. I only heard about it. I got friends who use Lulu, so I'm telling you based on their experience, right? So not from my experience. But you can clearly see right here that they offer a spiral bound option, and you should be able to send it to Amazon as well. Now, one downside is spiral bound printing cost is a lot more, so you will have less royalties. And that is why you can definitely have a spiral bound option, but you should still go for the traditional paperback option as well. So that is how I would come into this niche and try and dominate. But this is just proof that, people always complain that low content books are too saturated, and yet there are new niches like this, or maybe this niche isn't even new, but it's still very, very profitable and shows you a lot of potential for you to come in. And I can almost guarantee you that people will comment under this video saying, oh, now that Sean shared this niche is going to be flooded. And 99% of the viewers aren't even going to try. So if you actually just ignore those comments and try it, a lot of people who watch my videos go and make money. So if you do give this a try, then let me know how it went for you in the comment section below. Now, if you're serious about Amazon KDP and you want to take your business to the next level, then I do have a complete Amazon KDP program where we have step-by-step video lessons, a group mastermind, and even one-on-one coaching calls, all included in this program. If you guys want to learn more, then check out the first link in the description below, where you can book a free strategy call to talk to one of my team members and see if this program is a good fit for you. After talking to the team and you decide that it's not a good fit, at least you can walk away with some strategies that you can apply in your KDP business. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.